in the midst of getting sued for battery, sexual abuse, fraud, and opening fire on a dead alligator, Clavicular, and this time Piper Rockelle have once again found themselves in major controversy on the internet. Over the past couple days, they've collaborated multiple times on stream, once at Clav's private club and the other time at his house, where Piper would state that she hasn't only made over $7 million in her first month of OF.
7 million? 7 million, bruh. Which one of y'all gooners are funding this girl career, bro? She's 18. You should be ashamed of yourself, gang.
Piper would state that she hasn't only made over $7 million in her first month of OF, but also that she did date Rakai when she streamed with him a couple months ago, making it seem like Piper is just switching from degenerate streamer to degenerate streamer, going to—
I mean, what you expect? She's a degenerate soul walking around. Like, she set her body, gang. You are what you attract. You feel me? So it's only right that she be around degenerate souls. You feel me?
Making it seem like Piper is just switching from degenerate streamer to degenerate streamer, going to whoever is the most hated and leeching as much clout off them as she can. And believe me guys, Piper is a master at this craft, treating these men she talks to like she's interested by laying down with them, making TikToks and whatnot, to essentially ghost them months, weeks, or maybe even just days later, and treat it all as if they did something wrong, which surprisingly enough is something that even she herself would touch on Clav's stream.
My favorite streamer that I actually watch, Rakai. Does he know who I am?
You hate black people so much, but your favorite streamer is a black creator. And out of all black creators, you choose the most degenerate one. This how I know this nigga is a bot. Like, he's a literal bot, my nigga. Out of all black creators, from Corey X Kenshin to DDG to Soluminati, this nigga choose Rakai. This let you know everything about him right now. That's tough.
My favorite streamer that I actually watch, Rockelle. Does he know who I am? Does he?
Yeah, we would definitely be like chilling in bed, and he would like come across one of your clips, and you would be talking about. You would be like,
does he like me or?
He just thinks it's funny. I don't know if he thinks that too much, but I'm so happy I got to know him.
In bed? You guys,
no,
you said
no. I mean, like we were just like chilling. Like we were just chilling. Like you could be sitting with someone in bed. Can you not be? Maybe that's your brain, like that's where your brain goes. But no, we were just chilling on the sofa.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know how many friends are just chilling with each other in bed. And the fact that Piper decided to add that detail into the situation just further proves that she's still trying to push the narrative that she had something more that was happening between her and Rakai. Again, it's just her trying to leech as much clout and exposure off the situation as possible. Get as many of Rakai's 9-year-old viewers to look up her OF leaks as she can, even though it literally ended months and months ago. But this also really makes you start to wonder, did she let Rakai hit? It's really starting to look more and more like that was the case. But when all's said and done in these situations, the situation really does just end and go back to money. Clav really does believe that Piper Rockelle and all these other OF models are constantly lying about their revenue. And that's especially apparent for Sophie Rain, which would ultimately make Piper state that she made over $7 million in her first month.
But here's the thing, she was putting the cart in front of the horse. And she was probably doing, maybe 100, 200,000 while she was using these claims, and then maybe the claim got her to that number.
Okay, but my first month was like wild.
Well, how much?
I don't. It was like 7 mil or something. It was crazy. I was like, what? That's wildness. And I never had to do that part of thing because I really knew what I was doing. Okay. You know what I mean?
I just had to make sure that I money mogged you. Okay.
You money mogged me?
I just had to make sure.
Whenever you accuse any of these OF models for lying about their income, it always seems to make their cortisol levels spike drastically. Bruh. And it always forces them to defend themselves, their friends, their fucking ancient relatives, for one reason or another. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but typically whenever you bring up someone's income, and even if you lowball it a little bit, people tend to not really care too much. And a lot of the time, people don't even like to bring up their income at all. But it seems like every single one of these OF girls, Piper Rockelle, Sophie...
Literally, brother. I mean, but you gotta think, bro. They degenerates. They whole stick is money. All they care about is money. They put money over their morals. They don't care, bro. As long as it got a dollar sign to it, that's all they care about, bro. This is why I say money worship is the root of all evil, gang. This is why so many people sell their soul, bro. Niggas that do anything for fame and money, bro. Literally, like, they don't care. It's sad, but it's the reality of this shit, gang.
In the rest of the Bop House all feel the need to bring up their income whenever they get the chance. And it's always these absolutely unbelievable, outrageous numbers that realistically seem unbelievable and might not make much sense. Sure, they could be making that much money. These numbers could be real. But it's strange how every single time people call them out for making less than they actually do, they get so mad and feel the need to correct them every single time. Almost as if, like we've been saying for months now, these outrageously high numbers are actually lies and just used to try to get more girls into the industry. And Piper herself would even state that she is making $2 million a month from OF as well.
How much money do you make?
like a month or like altogether?
A month.
Probably about like 2 mil off of OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's not true.
I swear.
Put it on your life.
On my life.
Bro, they will lie up, bro. You think that means something? On my life? Bro, the fact that they really be boosting the revenue is crazy. Like, they really trying to get other younger girls to really adopt this lifestyle, bro. So they were really boosting numbers just to make it sound good, just so they could promote it as if it's not degenerate shit. This nigga stupid. Nigga said, stop lying. You can't.
I swear.
You can't.
Put it on your life.
On my life.
Can I see the statistics?
I mean, I could, but I shouldn't show you the statistic. I don't want to do that shit. But I'm not lying though. Like, I'm genuinely, the only reason why
You're doing...
Listen guys, I do the devil's work. I sell my body online. But just believe me, I make $2 million a month. I'm not gonna show you my statistics, you just gotta believe me. Guys, she could be telling the truth. She could be making it $2 mil a month from OF, but I personally still would never envy her. I would never be jealous or envy any of these OF models because the way they make their money is truly evil. And I really don't care what anyone says in the comments. You guys can say that I'm just saying that because I'm jealous, but I'd much rather make my money by doing something that I actually enjoy, which is making videos talking about things that I actually care about. Something that isn't spreading my legs online. And recently, you know, it's been doing pretty well, which I appreciate you guys so much for watching the content. But occasionally, we have people like Piper Rockelle saying some bullshit, and I just feel like I have to make a video talking about it. And later in the stream, she would apparently show Clav her statistics, but for some reason say that she's unable to read them out loud.
Can I show the screen?
Yeah.
Here, guys. Here, guys,
Just
go.
read it. Just read it.
I'm not the best at... Here, do it. I can't.
You can't read it?
I'm not good at reading that stuff on camera.
Just read the score. Just look. It's literally a number. It's literally a number. You say one thing.
It's... Bro, I'm really not good at reading.
Bro, yeah, bro, this generation is cooked, bro. She don't even have, bro.
Numbers, stop, please.
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They already know.
This really makes me think that there has to be something else going on. I really do think that behind the scenes, Piper is being told what she can and she can't say live on stream. I mean, obviously with topics like politics and other things that you shouldn't talk about, but mainly like in this situation with her income. Because there's no way that Piper is unable to understand numbers. There's no way that Piper can't read a single paragraph on stream. Like, no one cares if you stutter a little bit, but you literally can't just read a paragraph live? Like, what are we saying? With all of these situations and things that Piper says here adding up, it really does feel more and more apparent that there's some shady shit going on. And right after hearing Piper say all of these things, Clav would say probably the first intelligent thing I've ever heard him say.
I'm not a victim, and I don't ever like say I am, but like a lot of people do think that I am like a victim of exploitation, and I'm constantly like, people have put me in that box, the internet, of course, but I feel like even the internet internet is kind of just a form of exploitation in a way, but like it's not just personally me.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, you know, with being your age and being a young woman in this world, you know, you are a little bit naive by default, and that's okay, right? Ignorance is bliss. You know, it makes you the joyous personality that you are, but that also makes it quite easy for, you know, kind of sleazy people to do things that you shouldn't want to do. So that,
you know, Clav talking facts. First time for everything, I guess. But he actually right, you know what I'm saying? She overly young, bro. You fresh into adulthood, bro. She easily to manipulate, you know what I'm saying? I wonder what happened throughout her childhood for her to even like take on this lifestyle though, cause it's like, bro, what did she go through growing up for her to just automatically want to just sell her body? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know a lot of girls who jump into this field at an early age. Most of them go through a lot of childhood trauma that lead to this. You feel me? So I be wondering what be going on throughout these girls' lives for them to just want to just take on this lifestyle. You feel me? Like, I don't get it.
people around you, it's like, I don't know, and I'm not really gonna get into that whole thing, but I would question their motives with all that kind of stuff. It seems a little bit interesting to me, you know, for them to advocate for an 18-year-old girl to drop, you know, an exclusive content page right as she turns 18. I question, that's like, I think that's a little bit weird and, you know, almost, you know, but I'm not gonna get into it.
No, you're right though. You're completely right.
So it's just, I really do hope that you have good people around you to watch your back.
It really is sad that the guy we have telling these girls these things is Clavicular. The guy that has numerous insane charges on him and is debatably one of the most controversial creators on the entire internet. Even he knows that these girls are being exploited, and he's the one trying to tell him all of these things. It's just absolutely diabolical. But regardless, I wanted to cover this situation because I thought it was pretty interesting. Spotify shoutout of the day goes to Bulb. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the previous video with
WV, man. Shout out to Janky, bro. He been dropping some heat. I reacted to the Corey vid, but it's a YouTube short. But I saw him make that video. That was a nice vid. But y'all, bro, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But Clav was actually speaking some facts. You feel me? He was speaking some facts. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. Y'all let me know in the comments below y'all thoughts on this situation. It's tough.